Just close your eyes. Know the peace within.
You are already conscious only. In your consciousness only everything happens just now. Yet, how you are not conscious of yourself? Your consciousness nature remains unknown to you because you accept the form to be yourself, all the labels imposed on the form to be yourself, all identifications imposed on you as yourself. You never know that you are conscious unless you go within. Right from waking state till sleep happens, you take every part of the movie to be real, every happenings to be real, every events to be more real. So continuously you are trapped. Why? Because you do not know from where they all happen. You assume and accept it is happening somewhere apart from you because you consider yourself to be a tiny form. You never know your infinity. You never know only out of your consciousness. Every object appears just now. In deep sleep, you do not know that you exist. Spontaneously, you are conscious of yourself, and in your consciousness only you perceive everything. All forms exist in your consciousness, including your form. So, the moment you observe your form, simultaneously all forms are happening. So, your form and all forms are not separate just now. Once you know that every form is arising only out of your consciousness, once you know that the entire movie is happening only out of your consciousness, you will not find any division here. You will never fight. You will not have any conflict also here in space because everything arises only out of your consciousness. But for your consciousness, nothing is here. You will be more friendly towards all objects within space. You will be more loving. You will find only friendliness everywhere. You will find only love everywhere. You will find only peace everywhere. On the contrary, your consciousness is not conscious of itself. So it assumes it is separate from all objects perceived. Hence, constant conflict only. Throughout the waking state, you find only conflict everywhere because your consciousness is not conscious of itself. What is the remedy for all the conflicts within space? You seek remedy by accepting every movement as real. So you move here and there. What is the remedy for the dream? Only simple wakefulness. Here also, you need only wakefulness. How to remain wakeful? Only by going inwardly. How to go inwardly? Just closing eyes is enough. With eyes open, you go on identify and fight with every thought, every object perceived. When eyes are closed, you don't find any object here. You can't say nothing is here. Your conscious presence is here very much. This is your own subject. Settle down in this subject and know the peace within. Then you will not find any conflict. Being with yourself is the easiest way. Being with yourself means remaining conscious of yourself. There's nothing here apart from yourself. Just abide in stillness. This is more than enough. Unnecessarily, you are troubling yourself through imposed identifications. What are you just now? Are you the form? Where do the form exist? You observe the form. Where do they exist? All forms, including your form, but for your consciousness. You never know there is something which is prior to all objects, which is your own subject. Only out of your consciousness, which is your own subject, which is yourself, each and every object appears. You don't know the immense value of yourself. You never value yourself. Then how can you remain conscious? The moment you start valuing yourself, the same moment you are conscious of yourself. Value is not within words. The true value about yourself is beyond words. How to value yourself? Through words? Not at all. You are beyond quality, beyond description, beyond words. Just now. The more and more you abide in stillness, the more and more you value yourself. The more and more you are with yourself, the more and more you are valuing yourself. Once you know to value yourself through this stillness, continuously, unendingly, you will know the stillness within you. But unknowingly, you value yourself through knowledge, through objects, through materialism. Because you are yet to go within, dive deeper within, to explore your real value. beyond limitations, beyond boundaries, beyond dualities. You don't know your value, you don't know the potential of yourself within, out of which entire space happens. I am not telling a story. Just now you contain the space within. Inwardly there's no movement, so there's no object. The moment you open your eyes, your own subject is reflected as all objects in space. Your subject is formless, but objects are forms. Your subject is beyond movement, object is due to movement. Your subject is beyond time, every object appears in time. Your subject is beyond space, every object appears in space. Value yourself first, respect yourself first. Be with yourself. And know the immense beauty within just now. You are free from all nonsense once you are within yourself. In yourself, there's no movement. So you remain so peaceful. The more and more you abide in stillness, you will know the joy also constantly. Why I am expounding all these things to you? Because I know what you are exactly, but you are yet to know. I know you are already in the source itself, but you are continuously deceived by the perceived show because you are yet to know what this consciousness is, out of which everything happens. So I am helping you to remain conscious and to explore what this consciousness is. Only these two things are essential. First is to be conscious of yourself. And second is to know what this consciousness is. Then you are totally relieved from the perceived show, from the perceived movie, from the perceived dream. You are the ultimate. Nothing has never happened to you. I say with full conviction, full authority, that nothing has never happened to you. Whatever that appears to happen in space is not you. You only observe just now. As you are yet to know the observer within, you are continuously trapped by the observed movements, observed show, observed dream, which is not you. You are only the observer and not the observed. When you are already the observer, when you are already in peacefulness, in the nectar state, how can you get affected by the perceived movie? When nothing is real in space, how can the observer get affected? Because you neither know that you are the observer, nor know that you are consciousness, nor know that everything is out of your consciousness. You completely remain ignorant of yourself. Your focus is always outside, about the moving objects in space. You fail to know the unmoving, unchanging, ever present ultimate potential within you just now. It is high time that you should turn in and explore the truth about yourself. Enough of roaming outside and wasting your potential unnecessarily. Even if you roam for millions of years, you will be doing the same work, same ignorant life. When are you going to wake up? This may look like a simple joke, but it matters when you wake up, when you remain free. My talks may look simple, but once you are conscious, it will become a tonic to you. All these words will boost your consciousness to wake up at the earliest. When are you going to wake up? When are you going to know your ultimate potential? How long are you going to roam here outside and your potential is getting wasted? Because you copycat everyone around you, the ignorant around you. Better wake up. I am here always. It is the most easiest thing is to remain conscious of yourself. The most easiest thing is to observe silently. The most easiest thing is to know what you are exactly. Wakefulness is effortless. You need not make any effort to remain wakeful. It is such a simple thing. How it has become so much complicated to you because you never remain conscious of yourself. You are already conscious, and in your consciousness only everything is happening just now, but you are not at all conscious of yourself. Note these points deeply, it might awaken your consciousness sleeping within. I am not telling any story or fiction. I directly wake up your consciousness. Better wake up. And know the nectar state in you. You are ever present. You never die because you are never born. Where is the death for the one which is never born? You must know that you are ever present here, and you can know this eternity nature only by remaining conscious of yourself. Why you are conscious here? Only through consciousness you know your presence as I amness. But your consciousness wrongly identifies itself as a person. Your consciousness never knows that it is consciousness. Your consciousness is here Not only know its presence, but also to know the source of itself. Only in duality your consciousness knows its presence, and by transcending the duality it knows its ultimate source beyond duality. Each and every day is only to remain wakeful and get to know what you are. Every day you are given a chance to explore the unexplainable beauty in you, indescribable truth in you. But you ignore yourself, you never value yourself. Better get inward, dive deeply, like as you are now. I am with you always, wherever you are. I am with you. Because I am not a person and you are also not a person. But you are yet to know that you are more than the form. Now you are using the form, but yet to know that you are more than the form. Better know that you are more than the form, so that there is no death to that which is beyond form. You are consciousness just now. Your consciousness is prior to form just now. Out of your consciousness only, forms happen just now. Just now you know the infinity within you. The moment you start knowing it, you start knowing it continuously. Then nothing affects you. One fine day you will know that there is no such thing called death. Only forms appear and disappear in your consciousness. But your consciousness is ever here. Your consciousness does not die, cannot die. Because it is not a form, only the form appears and disappears. Consciousness is ever here, but to know its presence only it needs the form. But it is more than the form. Once you understand my teachings deeply, then you will not fall a prey to the perceived movie, whatever it is, and you get to know your infinity beyond form level identity. In utter stillness, your consciousness wakes up. You are one with me through stillness. Words divide. In stillness, there is no division. That's why I say you are never separate from me. I am using these words, but it is beyond words. I am with you always, but you are not with me always. Here I am means source. To be in the source, to merge in the source, you need to abide in stillness. Stillness is within me, but you never remain still to know the source. I am helping you to abide in stillness so that you are ever with me, and one fine day your consciousness wakes up and knows that there is no division as you and me. Better wake up. I am here always. Trust me, I am here always. Be with me, I am here always.